In this video, we'll look at how we can use some of Sibelius's plugins to create an accompaniment for you that might be an alternate to the one that you have. This would be great for a variation as part of your composition. Right, first things first, what we'll do is, to make it simple, we'll go into Instruments, so I'll hit I, into Instruments, and we will find Flute, and we will accept that. Excuse me, we'll do that again. We'll go into here, we go Flute, double click on Flute twice, so we've added 2 flutes. Now we'll take the piano accompaniment and we'll delete it from the score. So now we've got the melody and the 2 flutes. Great, so what we're going to do is we're going to copy the melody by triple clicking in the line. Okay, that selects the whole line. I'm going to go copy, Command C, and then Command V to paste. So now I've got the melody in there. Let's just quickly get rid of the melody. So the quickest way to do that is either hitting I and going into melody and deleting, or you can even just triple click on the score somewhere on the stave and hit the delete button and then delete it from your score. That's the quickest way to do it. Okay, now we want to make this into an accompaniment. Alright, so what we can do is use what's called a plugin. So we go back to the if you go to the home menu, which we're currently in, and you click on this plugins button here, you'll notice a whole lot of plugins that drop down. Different things that you can do, okay? There's lots and lots of them. And for each of the various tabs that you click into, the list of plugins changes. So we're in Note Input, we're going to Plugins, and we're going to go to Add a Simple Harmony under Composing Tools. So add a simple harmony under Composing Tools. Let's select that. Now it says add a simple harmony. You haven't selected anything. Do you want to add a simple harmony to the top of the staff of your score? Let's just say no. So that Sibelius can get the right harmony, we need to triple click in the line and select the melody. That gives Sibelius something to work with. So we've selected our melody, we go up to Plugins, we select add a simple harmony. Now in this dialog box, I would like to add an arpeggiated harmony. So I'm going to take 8th note quavers, no chord symbols, I don't want any chord symbols, I'm in the key of C major, I know that already. The melodies, there's only one melody, so that's correct. Change chord each bar. Now you can experiment with that a little bit, but let's change it each bar, and let's leave it for guitar at this stage. Even though we want it for flute, trust me, just leave it for guitar and hit OK. Sibelius will analyze your melody and create an accompaniment on the guitar underneath. So what we can simply do then is triple click in this score, copy, click in the bar you want it to paste in, and paste it in. Now we've got a flute accompaniment. Okay, a couple of things to look at. Firstly, let's get rid of the guitar part. So triple click in the guitar part, hit delete, and yes, we'd like to get rid of it. Now let's look at the flute part. Okay, there's a few issues here. The red notes indicate notes that are below the flute's range. As you know, the lowest note on the flute is middle C. We go down way below that. Okay, so there's a couple of ways we can move this. We can simply select the notes and take it all up an octave by using the up and down arrow keys, okay, and moving it up an octave. And now we're getting closer. We've still got some notes that are issues, but we can deal with that. So let's put that back to where it was. Another way of doing it is, while they're all selected, is to grab the transpose button. We can do that. And it says transpose by key, transpose by interval. We select interval and we send it all up a perfect octave. Same thing's achieved. Okay. Now what you'll need to do is to look at so Sibelius has generated an accompaniment. Okay. It's not the greatest accompaniment out there. Let's have a little listen to it. Select both bars and hit P. Okay, now what you'd have to be aware of are things like notes that are clashing, notes that are out of range, and just the general shape of the accompaniment. I think I'd prefer to have this more as an arpeggio, so I would take this C here and I'd take this C up to there. And I've changed the shape. I might take this G and put it up there. take this E, put it here, okay, and then take this note here, put it back to there. All right, and now I'm getting a bit more of a shape. So once you've generated your accompaniment, you need to keep in mind what the notes are. You need to keep in mind that this can't be played. So let's at least put it to there, and so on. I'm just using my up arrows to select the note and then move it to where I'd like it to go. Okay, which in this case is there. Now I might find that that it's a better spot is there, so I get this little shape here. So what you'll need to do is use that as a starting point and then go through and make your choices. The other thing to make sure you're looking out for is clashing notes. So look horizontally, look vertically, and see if you've got any clashing notes. Doesn't look too bad. And of course the flute can't play 4 notes at once, so you need to choose one. I'd suggest perhaps that. So that's how you add an accompaniment using plugins in Sibelius.